In its response to the PMO for the 7 international trade bodies that backed Vodafone on the retrospective tax amendment, the Direct Tax Department, or the DTT, has said that it was working on an ordinance to clarify Section 9, but with an unfavourable Supreme Court verdict, it had no choice but to propose a retrospective amendment to tax. Suchetna Ray joins us with more details on what the response was. Suchetna.
The Tax Department has clarified to the Prime Minister's office that an ordinance was always in the works, but the apprehension was that Supreme Court would also read Section 9 in the same spirit that the Bombay High Court did while hearing out Vodafone and the Government of India. But once they were proved wrong in January, the Tax Department realized that the budget was perhaps the earliest opportunity to amend Section 9, which had now become very necessary. Otherwise, they would have to wait an entire year for the direct tax code to kick in with the amendment. The second clarification which has gone out is that this voter Hajj deal hasn't been taxed anywhere and therefore can be called a zero taxation deal. But that can't be the case because the government, 2 months before the deal was actually struck in 2007, had written to Vodafone asking it to withhold tax. So therefore, the Tax Department has told the Prime Minister's office that Vodafone should not cry foul at this point in time, and they were told about this tax in 2007 itself. Finally, they've also cited the example of UK, where in 2008 the budget had proposed similar tax amendments, but that, unlike in India, was in retrospective effect for the last 30 years.